Now, after Trump has done Lord knows how many outdoor rallies since 2015, often to powerful political effect, the Secret Service is reportedly telling him stop doing them.
What?
The Washington Post says that the Trump team is now scouting indoor venues.
What? That don't even sound right. How the Secret Service gonna tell Trump to stop do outdoor event? So what that mean? He can't do his rallies and get that 50,000 audience crowd no more? Cause them indoor stuff, I don't even think it could hold that much capacity. That's crazy. They trying to put a monkey wrench in my man program. Remember, the Secret Service is down with Biden and them. That was they buddy. That's crazy. So basically, they telling us they cannot do their jobs. Your job is to protect the most important person that you protecting. So Kamala, whatever her name is, Kamala Harris, she could do outdoor event, right? You're gonna protect. How come you're not telling her don't do no outdoor event? Huh? I don't understand this. This is fishy, ladies and gentlemen. They doing everything in their power to try to stop Trump.
Like basketball arenas for future events. Well, that would obviously severely limit the former president's reach in certain parts of the country, and frankly, it's a kind of a gift to the Harris campaign.
Facts.
But whatever the case, this is a tacit admission by the Secret Service that they are unable to protect Donald Trump.
Facts.
Joining me now, Tim Miller, former Secret Service agent who served on President Bill Clinton's detail, and
That's
Florida
what I'm
Congresswoman
saying.
Anna Paulina Luna. Tim, now given this lack of transparency now, 10 days...
They basically can't do their job. You see that, ladies and gentlemen. If you gonna tell the man that don't do no more outdoors event, that means you don't know how to do your job.
There's something else going on here.
Well, let me just say this. What happened Friday a week ago is every Secret Service agent's nightmare.
Saturday,
we clearly demonstrated, that we are missing some key components. And here's the reality, Laura. The Secret Service should be able to protect any protectee anywhere they go.
Facts.
But I do think that there have been systematic problems with Director Cheadle. You look not too long ago, how many 37 Secret Service agents at risk of their own jobs stepped forward and said, hey, we can't do the mission. So the Secret Service right now needs dynamic, powerful, focused leadership, because the bad news is there's so many great and sacrificial agents, men and women across this country that are willing to do what you saw, cover their protectees and make sure they're safe to have fair and free elections.
Well, we love everybody who puts their lives on the line. There's no doubt about that. But Congresswoman Luna, these rallies are big for Trump. And they're like 40 or 50,000 people when they get to their big...
Yo, and these folks is getting a lot of money. They earn a lot of money to protect the president because they put their life on the line. But to tell the man that don't do no more outdoor event, it's crazy. Just because of y'all failures and you seen everybody is down on y'all. Now y'all don't want to go through that again. So you telling them don't do no more outdoor? Nah. Y'all getting paid to protect. Y'all better do y'all job, else some of y'all need to go to jail. And a lot more y'all need to be fired.
Biggest, or sometimes even, I guess, larger. This is going to have an effect on the
Most
campaign,
certainly.
perhaps.
Well, you know, when we were in hearing, we actually asked that question to Cheadle, and she said, you know, the Secret Service's job does not stop at the fence line for a rally. So, in my opinion, these excuses that they're making, what I will tell you is, knowing what I know from the investigation, Laura, I know for a fact that Secret Service did not show up at the Butler County EU, which is where they were coordinating with the other 40 sniper teams that were...
You hear that? They didn't even show up. It's crazy.
President at that previous rally. So this was obviously a lapse in judgment for Secret Service, and I do believe that if they assign the proper details and also they do their jobs, he will continue to be able to do rallies outside. But again, this was just gross incompetence, and it is by the grace of God that Trump's
Facts by the grace of God.
alive, but we are glad that she stepped down.
Yo, it's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. And you hear what she said? They should be able to do their job. Ain't no need to be telling the man he can't do no more outdoor rally. Do your job. If you can't do your job, step down. Let somebody else go take the job.
Well, thank goodness. But back to you, Tim. I mean, this seems like it's a failure on the part of the Secret Service operationally, right? Organizationally. And now this is going to have an effect on the campaign. I mean,
Yeah, you feel me? They are embarrassed for what happened. And now they want to take it out on Trump campaign.
It shouldn't, harm the political process that the Secret Service has been run by an incompetent with who's good friends, by the way, with the Bidens. She's very close with Jill Biden and President Biden, which
you hear that, ladies and gentlemen. You hear that.
That's fine, but it's something about this I don't like. I don't like this, and maybe it's that she couldn't answer a question yesterday, but I don't like this outcome.
Facts.
Yeah, and Laura, you're spot on, because the organization is led by a leader, and we're seeing systematic breakdowns. Thank God she's gone. I wish her the best. But the Secret Service has a big job in front of it, because they have to reestablish trust with the American people. People need to know you can go to these rallies and be safe. And I think the confidence has been shaken.
Facts, man. We need to know that when people show up at these rallies, they are protected. We don't got no loose cannon, no cuckoo loony out there trying to cap nobody. You feel me? Come on, do your jobs.
The good news is the Secret Service, with the right leadership, they're going to get back to being the Secret Service they were, and that's going to be because they're going to be mission-focused leaders, not worried about personalities or quotas.
Okay.
The only time they going to get back to what they supposed to be when it's a different president. They ain't never going to get right under this presidentship.
Congresswoman, we learned from the New York Times today, I also want to get Tim's quick view on this, that the counter sniper's view, so our guy's view, was obstructed in part by a tree. Now you can see it here in the video that they took at the site. Your reaction to that? I mean, it's another reason probably to have had somebody on that roof, as if you needed another reason. But again, this is kind of Mickey Mouse stuff that that you can kind of see after the fact.
Yeah, that's baloney right there. Now all of a sudden they want to fabricate something and talk about we couldn't see the dude. Come on, y'all had so much time.
But why wasn't this done? It's crazy.
Yeah, I do know that there are multiple sniper teams, but you are correct. From that very famous footage, you see the sniper team. It looks like they're hesitating, but they're not. They actually had their view obstructed. It was another team that took the shot. But again, going back to the fact that Butler County Emergency Service, Secret Service should have scouted that. They should have flagged that, and they intentionally did not show up to the briefing where the other snipers were at. So obviously, I feel personally, Laura, that there need to be...
Nobody not supposed to be on top of that roof but Secret Service. Our police, somebody, some law enforcement. Wasn't nobody supposed to get up on top of that roof? Anybody on that roof that's not law enforcement, they supposed to get capped ASAP. We're talking about suspicious. Once you on the roof, it ain't suspicious no more. You a threat. You supposed to get capped.
People fired. She's not the only one that should have resigned, but absolutely. And I'd be interested to hear the other gentleman's perspective on this as well.
Tim, would you allow the president to have ever taken that stage, knowing there was a person of interest, of suspicion, and you got the tree? Apparently the tree is now a focus, and they didn't have a clear view of that roof.
Yeah, Laura, this is a cascading, error-filled event, because remember that most of the security is planned before the protectee ever gets there.
Facts.
You, as a site agent, you walk every single foot of that. And
Facts.
The fact that one of the major obstacles, because all you have to do is stand at the podium and look, and you...
Yo, facts. Before the event, You supposed to been there a day, 2 days, even a week before the event, scoping out the area, knows all this, the high rise where people could be at. Y'all never did nothing. There is no way somebody not supposed to be on top of that roof. No way. To me, this seems like a setup, man. Setups. This. I see setup all written all over this one.
See a perfect sniper's nest. The problem is that they identified it, and we're going to see all this with the SOD reports and all the things coming out, but the reality, they didn't post it. If you notice that it's a big problem, you have to own it, is what we would call it.
And
that's
Facts.
not by having snipers.
Yeah.
Facts, ladies and gentlemen. You feel me? They don't even want to own up to their own failures. You feel me? They own failures they don't want to own up to. It's crazy. We just got to get rid of them, get somebody else up in there and run the show differently. You know what I'm saying? But you heard the story. They don't want Trump to do no more outside rally. We gonna see what happens. So you already peace and love, and we up out of here.